Hi folks, welcome to this week's show. Today we're on West Point Lake in LaGrange, Georgia. This is the lake that I guide on all year long. It's the 1st of June, water temperature is 82 to 83 degrees. Boy, the fish are biting. We will be fishing brush piles. I've got a special technique that will help you catch more fish in the summertime. Let's get started. Aikens Ford in Winder, Georgia, and Wild Willie's Custom Accessories, located inside Aikens Ford, is proud to present Outdoors with Joey Mines. Outdoors with Joey Mines is brought to you in part by Angler Quest Pontoon Boats, BnM Pole, and Midstate RV Center. For the next half hour, join us Outdoors with Joey Mines.
But it's all good, cause we're doing what we love with who we like. We can find that peace of mind we're looking for. Outdoors.
Where'd it go? Folks, we're gonna catch a lot of fish today. We're going up on brush pile number 1, and this brush pile is about 50 feet square. And what I mean by that, there's a lot of brush in here. There's probably 25, 30 trees. The one thing I've learned, the bigger the brush pile, the more fish you catch. Let's take a look at it. Folks, let's take a look at the icons right here. I've got 3 icons right here to the left. That tells me this is a big brush pile. We're gonna ease up to it. I'm gonna look at it with the top graph, and this graph is reading off my trolling motor out the front of the boat. So as soon as I see the brush, I'm gonna throw a marker buoy out. There's fish right there. Those are crappie right there. We're getting close, we're getting close. Coming on in on it, coming close to the icons. There we go, those are crappie right there. They're in the general area, but we're just about to hit it. There's the brush right there. See how it changes? I'm gonna throw my marker out. There goes a marker. These are fish right here, right there. Those are fish. I'm gonna look at it a little more. These are all crappie sitting all around. Now look at the bottom graph now. See these individual dots? Those are crappie. They are all crappie, and that's showing off the back of the boat right here on the bottom. Every dot is a crappie. I'm running over some more right here, but there's fish all over it. This is excellent, by the way. This is what you want to see. Anytime you see those dots, you can expect to catch a lot of fish. So let's get set up. We're going to be using BnM poles today. I think that's important for success. And I'm going to set my boat right on top of the brush. Folks, let's go over our technique today. BnM poles, remember that name when you go crappie fishing, best on the market by far. Today we've got a BGJP 12-foot pole. This is a 2-piece pole. I call it an ultralight pole. I've got it spooled with 8-pound test line, BnM fishing reel right here. If you come up, this is the technique today. First thing I do, I tie my line to a swivel. I've got a 3/8 ounce weight right there, slip weight. I've got about 2 feet of line. It comes down to the hook. This is a number 2 hook. And I've got a crappie minnow. I'm hooking him from one eye to the other. These fish are in 12, 13 foot of water. My brush pile's in 18. So this is how simple it is. My pole's 12 foot. So there's 12 foot right there. You see my weight. There's my weight. I've got about a foot of space right here in the front, so I'm gonna pull about another foot off, 1.5 feet. Put it in the rod holder, and let's see if we can catch a fish. I've got 3 poles that I'm gonna put out. That's just our first one. We're gonna set another pole out. Let's talk about why I'm using poles today. This one's ready to go. I'm gonna set it down. There's the 12. I should be sitting right on top of the brush. One thing about this time of year, these fish are gonna vary in depth. I like using my extendable poles, but right now it's a problem because these fish can get in 20 foot of water. I'm not able to get them with my poles. If these are in 20 foot today, I can go down 20 foot. It makes all the difference in the world. So I'm able to adjust to the different depths. I'm gonna go ahead and set my third pole down. Okay, there we go. Over my shoulder is my marker buoy. We're gonna ease over to it, and that's where I expect to catch the fish, right in here. Boy, we've got the crack of dawn. Beautiful day. It doesn't get any better than this, for sure. Hi folks, I just customized my brand new truck at Wild Willie's Custom Accessories in Winder, Georgia. Outstanding customer service. They have spray-in liners, tires, rims, lift kits, lights, stereos, floor mats, tinted windows. Give them a call or visit them on the web at wildwilliesaccessories.com, located inside Akins Ford, Winder, Georgia. Folks, it's time to go crappie fishing on West Point Lake in LaGrange, Georgia. This is my 35th year of guiding on West Point for large coolers full of crappie. I will be guiding out of the Angler Quest pontoon boat. This boat is ideal for groups of up to 8 people. Over the past 20 years, I have put over 175 brush piles in West Point Lake that creates cover for crappie year-round. I cater to the young children and the handicapped. Like Outdoors with Joey Mines on Facebook and Joey Mines on YouTube to keep up with what the fish are doing, as well as catch the latest episode of Outdoors with Joey Mines. Call 706-402-3607 or visit me on the web at joeymines.com. Here's one. There he is.
Oh, that's a big one.
There we go. There's a good one. There's a big boy. Look at that one on top. Wow. There we go. This is more better. Look at that one, folks. That is a pretty one. We're gonna take that one home with us and eat him. Look at the sunshine on him. He's about a pound fish. Nice, healthy West Point fish. Got a live well right here. There we go, buddy. Put you in there. All right.
Yes, sir.
There's one. There's another one. There's another one of my little buddies. Ooh, now we're getting a little bigger. We're still getting bigger. Okay. Oh. You got away. Here's another one over here. There's another one. Oh. Folks, I think they're coming in. I think they're coming in now. If you notice, the sun's getting a little brighter, and like I said, these fish, look, here's another one on this one. The one on the left, he just slapped it one time. That one's still got him, that one's got a dead minnow, but I'm gonna give him another opportunity. All right. They're just now starting to feed. There's one. There's one. Come here, darling. Come here, darling. Another pretty fish. Pretty fish. Come here. Ah. Okay. About 3/4. There's another one. There's another one. There's another one. Got 2 on. So go ahead. This is a big one. Here's a big one. Here's a big one. Oh yeah. Look at that one. Wow. I think we're getting ready to catch some fish, folks. Wow, another chunk. Look at that. Look at that. We in them, we own them. Uh-oh, that one's hung up, so I'm gonna let that one go. All right, how about that? Nice, nice, beautiful crappie. Beautiful crappie. All right, put him in the box. Got this other one. We'll unhook him, put him in the box. There we go. All right, there we go. Okay, they're starting to bite now. There's one, there's one. There we go, darling. Another little hand-sized fish. Not too bad. Wow. Wish I had a nickel for all of these I've caught over the years. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Another little West Point crappie. I'm watching my other poles while I'm talking to you. One thing that adds up to success is quality equipment. I've got one hitting this one right here now. Here we go. Up. That was a bite. Throw that fish back. One thing that adds up to success is good equipment, quality equipment. If you look right here, this is a Drift Master rod holder, the best in the business. They've been in business for 30 plus years. I'll just show you how easy it is. You put the rod in the rod holder, and when you get a bite, it's that quick. There's a bunch of rod holders on the market that have got all these fancy turns and knobs, and when you go to take that rod out, you got to be a brain surgeon to figure out how to get it out of the rod holder. Best in the business. Coated. They've got the ones that mount on the pontoon boats. They've got the different styles. They've got every kind of trolling style you can imagine. But they're good friends of mine out of Manning, South Carolina. Great company, great company. Another great company is Lowrance. Folks, if you'll look right here beside me, Lowrance graph. This is an HDS 7, and it's got the touch screen. I can stop the picture. I can zoom in with my fingers. It's just like using an Apple computer. The technology of something like this allows me to catch more fish. Number one, you see that right there going off the screen? That's a brush pile. But one thing you can do is stop it, and watch this. I can back it up and look at what I maybe just missed. I can back it up as far as I want, and it just shows the different things there. I can hit the clear cursor and it's back to a live feed. But Lowrance, best in the business by far. Been using them 35 years. Hi folks, behind me is my brand new F-150 King Ranch EcoBoost Ford. Boy, this is the best truck on the market today. I just purchased it from Akins Ford in Winders, Georgia. Outstanding customer service, largest selection in the South. Best buying experience I have ever had purchasing a vehicle. Give them a call or visit them on the web at akinsford.com. crvillas.com in Costa Rica is your perfect vacation destination for honeymooners, families, or corporate events. All our inclusive rates are based on a per person per night rate starting at $170 per day. Costa Rica is known for its unending beauty and breathtaking scenery. Details on our properties can be easily accessed at crvillas.com. Getting birdie, getting birdie. Here's one middle pole. There's one. Middle pole. All right. Come here, darling. Let's keep an eye on these other ones. This is the strike zone. One thing about catching crappie on a brush pile, once you find that one little area that they're on, there's liable to be 100 of them on it. We're gonna let that one go. It's a little small. Still a pretty fish. See you, buddy. See you, buddy. keep my eye on these other two. This one had a bite on the right and he didn't take it. There's one. There we go. There we go. Another chunk. Come here, darling. Come here. All right. I'm watching. I got another one on this pole right here on the right. Yep, there's one there. Okay. Got him on. Okay. There's another one. Let's see if my other pole goes down. If you look right here down at his mouth, you can't see the hook. That tells me that it is on this brush pile. They're biting now. When we first started this morning, they would grab it and let it go. They're not grabbing it now. They're grabbing it and eating it. And that's another one we will keep. Like I say, he swallowed it, and there's no need to waste that fish. He'll be great to eat tonight for supper. Boy, folks, if you look over my shoulder, the marker buoy, 20 feet on this side to the left is where the fish are. One thing about it, I'm actually close to the brush right now. This brush pile is 50 square foot, 75 square foot. It's big. Those fish are in an area about twice the size of a wash tub. You get out of that area and you're not gonna catch them. If you notice, we just caught 2 in a row. The last 2 or 3 casts had 2 or 3 fish on. That's why. I got in the wash tub and there they were. For whatever reason, they like to bunch up and get in tight wads. And if you fish this area and you don't hit that tight wad of fish, odds are you're not gonna catch anything. But trust me, I know where the tight wad is. We're gonna catch some more. Y'all stay with us. We'll be right back. Folks, it's time to go crappie fishing on West Point Lake in LaGrange, Georgia. This is my 35th year of guiding on West Point for large coolers full of crappie. I will be guiding out of the Angler Quest pontoon boat. This boat is ideal for groups of up to 8 people. Over the past 20 years, I have put over 175 brush piles in West Point Lake that creates cover for crappie year-round. I cater to the young children and the handicapped. Like Outdoors with Joey Mines on Facebook and Joey Mines on YouTube to keep up with what the fish are doing, as well as catch the latest episode of Outdoors with Joey Mines. Call 706-402-3607 or visit me on the web at joeymines.com. I don't know how many fish are down here, but when I ran over it with my Lowrance, I saw 100 fish sitting pretty much where we're getting ready to be on top of right now. We're within 5 feet of the fish. Let's see if it matters. There's our marker buoy straight ahead. It's about 20 feet on this side. I'm seeing it on my depth finder now. There it is coming up, so we should be on it right now. So let's see if there's one right here. There's one right there. There's one. Got a little bass. There's a fish on this one. There's one on that one. Oh, I had one. That's 2. Still got one that hadn't got a fish on it. Years ago, when we built brush piles, it was for these right here. Needless to say, the one's a lot bigger. But we built the brush piles to catch bass. And 20 years ago, you could pull up on a brush pile like this and maybe catch 10 or 20 bass, and they would be anywhere from a pound to 5 or 6 pounds. Well, one day we're out fishing, and we were fishing just to make sure that the fish were there for the tournament that weekend, and couldn't catch them, and I could see them on the depth finder. We had an underwater camera. My good friend, Dr. Durham, he pulled the camera out and he said, let's just see what's down there. He dropped it down, and there were hundreds of crappie in these trees, hundreds, instead of bass. And so We actually had some ultralights on the boat, had some crappie jigs, dropped them down, and we caught crappie after crappie. And I found out real quick, those crappie are a lot of fun to catch, and customers guide fishing just love them. One of the best fish you'll ever eat is a crappie. So I started guiding for crappie about 20 years ago, and now I've got 186 brush piles on the lake, and they're everywhere. Some of them are great, some of them are not. One good thing about a brush pile, and I'll explain how to build them. When you build a brush pile, build it big. And what I mean by that, one tree is not a brush pile, 5 trees is not. The bigger you make it, there's 2 things gonna happen. It's easier to find with your electronic. Here's a fish right here. It's easier to find, the more fish it's gonna hold. So the bigger the better for sure. The other thing, if you build, for example, 5 brush piles, you're gonna find out that probably only 2 have fish on it for whatever reason. And I honestly can't tell you why some never have a fish. Out of 186 brush piles, I've probably got 75 that I built over the years that have no fish. And quite honestly, I quit fishing them, for sure. But I've got about 30 of them, just like this one, that is incredible. Year after year, it's incredible. You come in here and catch fish after fish. And what I've learned is, this is a good area, so I'll put more trees on it. And it keeps growing and getting bigger and bigger. And the fishing keeps getting better and better because I figured out the area that the fish actually wanted to be in, which is right here. These are just little tips. If you're interested in building brush piles, there's a trick to it. And you sink them with concrete blocks. And fresh trees are so much better than trees that you've had in your backyard for 3 months. Fresh trees, a cedar tree that's fresh, you can sink it with 1 concrete block, and that tree could be 30 foot tall. You come out here with a Christmas tree, and it's 8 foot tall, it'll take 3 blocks to sink it because it's dry. So it's just little techniques, little ideas. The other little thing I want to tell you about a Christmas tree, I see a lot of you putting them out, and some of you, that's the only tree you can get. I understand. You'll sink it with 1 block. Well, a day later, that tree pops up like a cork, and it's floating all over the lake. You go back and you say, well, daggum, I know I put it on this point. Well, you probably did, but it has floated out in the middle of the lake, and you didn't know it. And that's why you don't catch any fish. So, Christmas trees, several blocks, cedar, oak trees that are fresh, 1 block, and you're good to go. Little tips that'll allow you to catch more fish. Boy, they're right off of that buoy, so we should be getting close. Should be getting birdie right there. There he is. There he is. There's one. There's one. There we go. Golly, look at that one. Look at that one. There's you a big one. Dadgum, that's a nice one. These are just big, healthy West Point fish. Man, look at here. Nice, nice fish. Okay, look at there. Hi folks, behind me is my brand new F-150 King Ranch EcoBoost Ford. Boy, this is the best truck on the market today. I just purchased it from Akins Ford in Winder, Georgia. Outstanding customer service, largest selection in the South. Best buying experience I have ever had purchasing a vehicle. Give them a call or visit them on the web at akinsford.com. crvillas.com in Costa Rica is your perfect vacation destination for honeymooners, families, or corporate events. All our inclusive rates are based on a per person per night rate starting at $170 per day. Costa Rica is known for its unending beauty and breathtaking scenery. Details on our properties can be easily accessed at crvillas.com. Hi folks, I just customized my brand new truck at Wild Willie's Custom Accessories in Winder, Georgia. Outstanding customer service. They have spray-in liners, tires, rims, lift kits, lights, stereos, floor mats, tinted windows. Give them a call or visit them on the web at wildwilliesAccessories.com, located inside Akins Ford, Winder, Georgia. There's one, there's another one. Man, I'm telling you, once we get by this buoy, it's on. Here's another one right here. He hit it. He hit it. Nice little chunk. Another sad, there he is, another fish. Oh, I missed him. This fish has swallowed it again. I mean, I'm setting the hook the second I see the bite. So he's borderline, but he's gonna go with us. Another fish. Another pretty one. Man, they're down there. I ain't kidding, they're right there. Like the bird dog does. If he's pointing, I'd be pointing right there. Because he is definitely in there. Well, folks, I hope you enjoyed today's show. Crappie fishing West Point Lake. 1st of June, these fish are gonna bite all the way to the end of July. I take the month of August off. The water gets up to 90, 91, 92 degrees. Makes the fishing a lot tougher. And needless to say, it's a lot hotter. And I really don't want you out here in this heat. Mid-September, they start back. October, November, 2 of the best months of the year. Strongly recommend coming down then. I fish during the winter, December, all the way through. It's a neat technique on how to catch fish. Well, in the upcoming weeks, we're gonna come back out here and we're gonna go a little bit deeper. Today, we went as deep as 20 feet. And I'm gonna show you another way of catching them as the water warms up. So long for now. I'm Joey Mines. Y'all have some good hunting and good fishing. I'll see you next week. Folks, we're doing a little bit different pattern right now. This is an old road bed back when they backed the lake up 40 plus years ago. Oh, there's a fish right here. There's a fish right there. There's a fish. The water depth is 20 feet right here. And these fish will get, that's a nice crappie. They will get on top of this road bed in the summertime. So this is just another pattern. If you don't have brush piles, sometimes in your lake, go look for a road bed. And all you gotta do is run over it. I ran over with my depth finder and I saw these fish. And they're not on structure, they're on the road bed. There's another one. There's one right there. Now that's pulling like a striper. I actually saw some stripers here too. Yep, we got us a big boy. Look at that rod bending. We're gonna be a little bit. He pulled my bobber down. He's not a giant, but he's big enough. He really is. Look at this rod. This is BnM.